going, guys? Back to another video today. Yeah, no, we haven't had a lot of videos lately. We've heard of some severe weather that's happened in the south the last couple of days. There was one other day that caused a couple of tornadoes down the south. But today we have a severe weather risk. A slight risk has been put out for the area today for Kansas City. This includes Kansas and Missouri. Maybe a tiny bit, as you can see, of Illinois, but really more in Missouri and Kansas. This includes Kansas City and St. Louis and Jefferson City, probably. We don't have any city names on this. So there's not a tornado risk today. I'll show you what the biggest risk is in just a little bit. Not a tornado threat. The wind threat is a little threat, a moderate risk, I'd say, of a wind threat. But the biggest risk for today is going to be the hail threat. For the site risk area where we said in Kansas City, it has a big risk of hail for you guys. You can see that black thing that has like stripes, kind of like little stripe things on there. And you have the 15% chance. Well, that's where there's the bigger risk, like the biggest risk of hail is. That includes Kansas and Missouri. This includes Kansas City, Missouri, and this includes probably Jefferson City, and I'm pretty sure this would include Topeka, Kansas, too. So the biggest risk will be hail today. But tomorrow we have a risk in around the same area. You guys will see in just a second. Tomorrow we have a risk of severe weather too, into the same around the same areas as today. You can see there's a slight risk for Kansas City, and sorry about the DGR. I watch him, so sorry about that. Topeka is probably included in the slight risk too. I would think. I can't really see for sure if they would be, but I think Topeka would. Tomorrow we do have a tornado risk, including Topeka, Kansas City, maybe Jefferson City. It's really hard to tell. Maybe Springfield, a tornado risk for tomorrow. And the wind threat for tomorrow, 5% risk. For Kansas City, probably Topeka, like I said, most of the same areas. The hail threat's going to be the biggest risk for the next few days. A 15% risk of a hail threat in Kansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. And that's the biggest risk the next few days, hail. So we really have to watch out for hail the next few days. I'll show you radar in just a few minutes, but watch out for hail tomorrow. The biggest risk for tomorrow is hail and maybe an isolated tornado. Not a big risk of a tornado, but still there's a risk of a tornado. And maybe some winds. Today's threat is wind and hail for Kansas City. So, but then we go into Saturday that finally moves out of the Missouri, Kansas area. But it's still in Missouri, but it's moved out from the Kansas City area at least, and Topeka area. There is a slight risk for Illinois and another slight risk near Arkansas, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Then marginal risk through that area. We do not have the tornado threat or anything that right now, so that's so we don't really know much. So we are going to be watching those severe thunderstorms possible on Saturday. We'll get more information tomorrow. So yeah, let's look at radar real quick. So sorry about that. We have been doing online learning, so when some things are yeah, so radar right now, as you guys can see, this is the severe weather risk today. There's the front that's coming through. We do not see any severe thunderstorm warnings or severe thunderstorms right now, so we have a tiny bit of rain, but not much. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll continue to watch this threat later today or into the nighttime hours.